What is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you my step-by-step guide on how to do product research. This method, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to do product research, and it's how I found 3 out of my 4 products I have going so far. So let's get into it. So to start off, you're going to need Viral Launch's product discovery. Now, if you've ever used any other product research tool, it's very similar. It has a bunch of filters for you to fill out, and you just fill those out. In my opinion, this is the best one because it has this feature called keyword, or this keyword search tool, which is instead of finding products on Amazon that fits your filters, it finds keywords on Amazon that fit your filters. Now, just as a disclaimer, I wouldn't be using these exact filter numbers because if everybody uses the exact same filter numbers, then we're all going to be finding the same product. So I recommend everybody to switch these numbers up based on what your needs are and what you want for your product. So I'm going to explain each one of these. So for the minimum, obviously you're going to want a minimum. If you want to make like $2,000 a month, you want to set your minimum like at $6,000 at a 30% profit margin. But yeah, you're going to want to set this at least 6,000. And if you want to make more money per month, you're going to be setting it higher. But like I said, choose filters that work for you. This cap filter, I put this in just so I don't find those crazy products, because usually when people leave them blank, a lot of people do leave them blank actually, everybody will be finding those home run products that are doing like 30, 40, 50K a month, and everybody's going to jump into that product and it will get saturated. So I'm going to just set this number to like 22K for now. So in terms of the other filters, like average monthly sales, I don't want it to be over 900 because that'll start causing cash flow issues if you don't have a higher budget to start off with, because you won't be able to afford that many units. The average price is between $15 and $45. The reason I put it to $14.75 is because I feel like a lot of people would put 15, so knock it down a few cents and get those items that are $14.99, $14.95 in there so you can find those too. For the upper limit, it's 45 because after 50 bucks or so, people are going to start really thinking about their purchase. You've probably heard this from another person, but after $50, that's leaving the impulse buy zone. People will be reading the reviews a lot more, consulting with friends, and you kind of want to buy impulse purchase products, especially if you're on a lower budget. And for the average review count, I set the cap here at 63. This can go between... It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. My personal preference is around 60 because I know I can get 10 to 20 reviews right off the bat, and with a good email marketing system, you can get to 60 pretty easily. Now for the advanced filters over here, you guys can customize it to whatever you guys would like. I'm just going to leave it empty right now. So you go ahead and press View Filter Results. And then here, the keyword should show up, and I've already seen a lot of these because I do this like once a week, so I'm just gonna skip to a product that I know is pretty decent. Now I'm sure you guys might find the micro needling roller that is actually a decent product, but you need approvals from Amazon to be able to sell this. So if you guys found this, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're going to need approvals. So I'm going to use this product as an example because it goes through each of the different checks that I do. So basically, once you find one, you go through, you press View on Amazon right here, and then it should take you to Amazon with the keyword already filled out, which is what I love about this keyword research tool, because it's not just one product, it's a whole bunch of products in a certain keyword that fit your criteria. So right here, I go to Jungle Scout. Now, Jungle Scout is the one I use. I know a lot of people use Market Intelligence. That one's very good. I've used it. It gives a lot more detail than Jungle Scout, but Jungle Scout loads a little bit faster, and I can read these pretty well, so I like using Jungle Scout. But looking at the data here, I like sorting by revenue, first of all. And then I like seeing the reviews under triple digits for most of them. So as you can see, after I sorted by revenue, the top 10, I don't know, here, there's only 2 of them that are above 100, and that's a really good sign, like 39, 93, 10, and he's making 30 grand a month, 41, 25, 11. All of these numbers are really good, and that's what I like to see. And right here, the seller in FBA means it's obviously fulfilled by Amazon, but if you guys see FBM, For most of these, that means you have a really good advantage because they're shipping from their house or their warehouse. They probably don't have 2-day shipping, so seeing FBM means if you jumped into the market, you'd instantly have an advantage over them. And make sure you guys look at the sales here too, because if you guys want to rank in this area, you're going to have to do giveaways to match these sales per month. So what I'm seeing here is like, you're probably going to be doing like a giveaway to match 600 sales per month, which is what? If you do a 7-day giveaway and it's, let's just say 700 per month, so 700 divided by 30, which is 23. You times that by 7 because it's a 7-day giveaway. You're going to be giving away 163 units. So be prepared to do that calculation and make sure you know your numbers before actually sourcing the product. So the next thing I look at after I do the revenue, the reviews, and the seller, and the sales, I look at the price. I want to make sure it's in my criteria, it's not too low, so the FBA fees aren't cutting into my profits too much, and it's not super, super high, so people can make impulse purchases. So all of this has fit my criteria so far, which is good. And right here, this is where I check. These are my basic checks for each of my products. So for this product, it met all my Jungle Scout statistics checks, so I go ahead and copy this. I'll put it in here. And this is the exact same thing that I do personally to find my products. And let's see, I forgot one more thing. The one last thing is to make sure it's not brand dominated. So as you can see, your brand is right here. Let me sort by revenue again. You want to make sure it's not brand dominated. So one like stock isn't dominating the whole thing. I mean, it has 3 listings in the top 10, but it's not dominating the whole thing, which is good. So brand dominated, so no. So after I check if it is brand dominated, the next thing I do is if it is patented and trademarked. So the 2 sites you're going to need here are Google Patents and uspto.gov. I'm going to link those down below in the description so you guys can use them. So the thing I do in Google Patents is I type in the keyword gold plastic silverware, and then I press search, and basically I look through here and see if there is a patent, which this does look like it has. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like this product is patented, but right here, application active, abandoned in 2013. So maybe it doesn't have a patent, but I would suggest you guys to 100% have somebody do patent research for you, whether it's a lawyer or even some guy on Fiverr to do it for you, just to be 100% sure that you're getting a product that's not patented. So the next thing I would do is go on USPTO and search for a trademark. So in this site, go here, search trademark database, and then you press search trademark. So once you guys are in here, you press basic word mark search. And then right here, you want to type in that same keyword, gold plastic silverware. So go here, submit query, and it doesn't look like it's there. So nope. And then the next thing you want to do is take the names of the brands and put them in there. I'm just going to use this one as an example. So press D. Copy that, paste it in here, submit. And right here, as we can see, this person does have a trademark for their name. And what this usually means is if they have a trademark, they probably have a patent for their product too. But again, I would 100% go take advice from a lawyer, or I know some people are on Fiverr who do patent checks to be 100% sure you're finding products. This is just an example product that I chose, but let's just say that we found out this product has no patents. So the next thing I would do, so this is patented, so I would put yes, and then since I know it's patented from like a lawyer or something, I'd instantly just stop doing product research, or stop the process right here. But let's just say this doesn't have a patent. So the next thing I do is go on Google Trends. So the good thing about Jungle Scout is it has Google Trends right here, but if you guys don't have Jungle Scout, like you're using Market Intelligence, I even think Market Intelligence has a Google Trends thing, but you just go on Google Trends, just type it in on Google, and then go in here, and then you want to copy the keyword again. So gold, plastic, silverware. Right here, enter. So after you type in the keyword here, you're going to be led to this graph, and if it doesn't have enough data here, so it doesn't show like the region, but you'd select whatever marketplace you'd be selling in, so United States. I like doing past 12 months because that shows the seasonality. So basically right here, it's kind of inconsistent data, but what you want to avoid is having like a flat line that goes like that is down here, and then randomly in 1 month it jumps to 100. That shows that a product is seasonal. And also there's an indicator, like for example right here it shows the interest is at 30, which is low. And looking at the sales data, it's knowing that it's 30 and it still has these good of sales, it's a decent product, because at 30 or 0, if it still has those sales, that's pretty good. But imagine if it goes to 100, the sales are going to go up. So that's what I look at in the Google Trends to make sure it's not seasonal and it has not peaked. It's not at 100. Because if it's at 100 and we're looking at the sales data, this is like the top. So that's what I look at when in Google Trends. It doesn't look like it's seasonal because it doesn't have enough data, but it's not like 0 for all the months except for 1 or something, and the interest isn't at 100 or 8 now. And what I also like to do is I'll check the past 5 years. This is inconsistent data. I'm sure people in like previous years don't search this up, but what I look here is a increasing trend. If it's increasing trend, that's also very good. So that's what I look at in Google Trends. So when I look through that and make sure it's good, I just type in good here. And then the next thing I look at is a site called CamelCamelCamel. Don't ask me why they named it that site. Yeah, I have no clue how they came up with that. But right in the search bar, I'll have all these links down below so you guys can easily access them. So right here in CamelCamelCamel, what I'd like to do is go for the first 3 products, but I'm going to show you guys for the first one. I take the ASIN here. So it starts with a B and some numbers, but if you can't find it in here, it's also down below. The ASIN is right here. So I copy that ASIN, and then I go in CamelCamelCamel, and then I paste it in here, and then I press search. So what this site will help me with is seeing the price history and when it started selling. So January 23rd, the price has not changed, and the sales rank. This also shows seasonality. Let's see, yep. So it'll be just like in Google Trends. If the sales rank is very low down here and all of a sudden in 1 month it jumps up and then jumps back down, you know it's a seasonal product from the sales rank from here. So after I check that, it looks good. Sometimes it won't have enough data, but this one has. So I go ahead and check that off, so that's good. And the next thing I do is check the margins to make sure we're making money off this product, right? So what I do is, let's just, we'll take this product, for example, 120 gold piece. Again, we take the ASIN, and then this time we go on the Amazon FBA Calculator. So you could type that thing exactly in Google and you'll be able to find this, but I'll also have a link in the description. So Control V right here, and then I press search. And then this should pull up the product, which it does. And then we type in the product details, so that's not it. We go $19.99, so right here, $19.99. And for a product like this, with these dimensions, it's probably $1.50 per unit. So this goes by per unit. Usually it's $2 for a smaller item like this, maybe a little bit bigger, it's $2, but we're putting $1.50 to ship to Amazon. And then the cost of the product, we go on Alibaba.com. So on here, oh, don't type in the ASIN. So we go here and then we type in the keyword. So gold, plastic, silverware. And then this is where we're going to get a feel for the price. These aren't gold. Gold, plastic, silverware set. Oops. this, copy, paste it in here, search, and right here, this, yeah. So these are the products, so we just get a feel for them, look at the prices. We'll take this one. It's like 2 to 10 cents. So we'll see here, this is 120 piece. We'll take this one as an example, 3 cents, and let's just do 3 cents times 120 pieces times 120. So that's $3 or $3.60. So we go ahead and type that, 3.6, calculate, and then that's the profit margin. Of course, you want to be at least 30% because you're going to start doing PPC and that's going to cut into it. So that's decent, not the best I've seen. You want to look for 35 plus. 40 is really good. So right here, margins, 33%, and then we'll switch these two real quick. And then for the bundle, you want to check if you can differentiate. This is a pretty big factor because if you can differentiate like your product and bundle it with something else, you will be getting more sales than the other people because your product is unique or your bundle is unique. So right, how I check that is I scroll down here and I look at the frequently bought together. See, now napkins would be an amazing product to bundle with this. And if you bundle these two, you can obviously jack up the price a little bit more, make it a bit more premium, and then you can increase the profit margin that way. But yeah, look at the frequently bought together and check if you could bundle things with it. Napkins are really good, cups are decent, so you can bundle this with a lot of things to make it stand out from the rest of the people. And let's go here, bundle napkins, cups, or something like that. And then I quickly look at the pictures and look at the listing quality, for example. Like this right here, this looks very premium. Like the display and the box looks amazing. So you're gonna have to also do something like this if you wanna compete and get a majority of the sales. And the pictures here, yeah, these pictures look really good. They look decent. I don't see any models in them, but that would be a good addition. But description here, this could be a lot better. As you can see, he didn't use the cap of characters, and the sales copy isn't that good either. But I just quickly look at that on the listings for like the top 3. And the next thing I do is I-999 tracking. If you guys don't already know what that is, I will leave a link to the description below. It's basically an accurate way to check if the sales statistics from Jungle Scout or Market Intelligence are correct. So that just gives you peace of mind. I'll link it down below, and there'll be a video suggestion at the end of the video so you guys can watch that. So let's just say I-99 is good. The last thing I do is I call Amazon. So this basically ensures that you can sell the product. So when I mean call by Amazon or call Amazon, I would call Amazon and ask them directly, tell them, hey, can I sell gold, plastic, silverware? And then usually they'll tell you yes or no. And then what you want to do is you want to ask them for a written quotation. So that way, when you actually source the product and there's any issues, you have that written quotation to show them, and that should eliminate some of the issues there and give you peace of mind in general. So that's pretty much it, guys. That is my exact process on how I do product research, and this is probably the best way in my opinion. I've tried many different product research methods, and this seems to be the best one in my opinion with the amount of time I put into it and the amount of products that I get out of it. So basically I just do that exact same process over and over again with pages and pages of what Viral Launch gives me, and I put them in a document and narrow down all the products from there, and then from that point I start emailing suppliers and do the whole rest of the process. But that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I'll have a link to all the softwares and websites I've used, and if this video helps you guys out, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.